Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today we got a fun video lined up for you guys. Toro was kind enough to send over their latest offering. This is the Power Clear E21 60 volt 21 inch snowblower. Stick around the end, see if this is worth picking up or not. We're going to go over all the features, all the specs, and show you how it works. Hit that intro. Hop right back into it, guys. We'll start off talking about the battery. Now, it is a 60 volt snowblower. So there's two options when purchasing it. You can get it with a 6 amp hour or the big 7.5 amp hour. Now this thing is a freaking beast. It is a 60 volt 7.5 amp hour or 405 watt hours, guys. That is a ton of runtime. I really like what Toro did with this battery pack. It's a nice rubber overmold. It has a good handle on it here, and it has a 4 LED on the top. Not that stinking 3. The 4 or the 5 is much better. It has nice vents on the side right here for cooling when charging. Now Toro did not go with the super fast charger, and they didn't go with the super slow charger. They went with the right in the middle of the road 2 amp draw charger, which it takes about 2 hours to charge this puppy here. Now if you look at other chargers, they're similar. There's big debates about charging, whether fast charging damages cells or slow charging, vice versa. So Toro's charger is right in the middle of the road with 2 amps. It also has a cooling fan. So you plug it in. Well, it's fully charged, but I'll show you the cooling fan later. So it sucks in air in the top here and then blows it right in out the fan here and right into the battery's little grill right there. So it sucks in, comes out the grill, goes into the battery and cools it more rapidly. Because this thing could get potentially pretty hot. Battery, I feel pretty well built. I'm impressed. It's not that cheap ABS plastics. It's got the nice rubber overmolding. Actually, when I first got this, I opened up the box. I dropped this about 5 feet. It went thump right on the floor. And it works fine. So, let's set this off to the side and go to the rest of the blower. So we'll start in the front of the mower, guys. Now this is what sets Toro apart from everybody else. Their impeller is 100% steel. This is one of those mag lights. Steel. The auger is steel. The inside is steel. The only thing that's plastic is the back of the chute and the chute itself. But everything else is metal. The auger's metal. If you look at the competitors' augers, they're either rubber or plastic. If you hit a curb, that plastic is breaking. The very first time I used this, I was at my father-in-law's house, doing his driveway, and bam! I hit a huge, he has like these concrete blocks on the side of his driveway, right into it. Maybe scuffed a little bit of paint off of it, but it kept on going, didn't even bog it down at all. So, all metal construction. Toro's patent pending auger design is what allows the snow to go into the chute faster and blow it out farther. This thing works like a freaking champ. Alright, all metal housing there. I really like their hand design here on their chute. It has 10 lockable positions here. If anybody has ever blown snow in Minnesota, they all know that if this is not tightened down after a while, it just sits there and goes ding, ding, and just flaps in the wind like that. This keeps it in place, and it does not sit there and flap like some of the older versions. Up top here, going in the battery compartment, pops right up here. The battery slides right in there. If you do get moisture or water down in there, snow, there are drain holes, so you don't have to worry about it accumulating in the battery compartment. Nice release button here. Next we'll move up to the chute handle itself. This handle is removable for storage. When this thing comes in the box, you have to put 2 screws here, and then these 2 screw knobs up here, and just screw them in place, fold the handle out, and tighten it down. That's it. That's the only assembly you have to do. Oh, and then this snaps into place, but there's no screws or nothing. It just snaps right in like that. The only maintenance that this thing requires is the scraper on the bottom. So right here on the bottom of the blower here, I want to flip it off the table. This plastic scraper is removable. There's 2 screws up front, and then there's 3 in the back that hold it in place. and if this edge becomes super worn out or damaged, or you can't quite scrape the ground clean enough, I recommend replacing this after 20 hours of runtime or 1 to 2 winters. That's the only part that may need replacing on this unit. And it snaps 2 Phillips up here and 3 Phillips in the back. And that's it. Super easy to change out, guys. They have a nice solid steel axle that goes through the tires. Rubber. These are actually rubber with a plastic core. See? All the bolts are metal. This whole housing here is metal. This is actually where the bearings are, I believe. It's rubber. Can you see how that rubber squishes like that? Beep, beep, beep. So all metal. Like, the only thing that's plastic is the red and the black on top. The rest of the front is all metal. Show you how to slap the battery in. Just lift the compartment up. This is why I like this battery. Super simple. 2 fingers. Slides right in, give it a little push. Click. Now it's in to get it out. It even tells you full bars when you put it in. Hit the gray button. And it slightly lift up. 2 fingers, no problem. You're good to go. Now, my favorite thing about this whole thing, there's no pull cord. I freaking hate trying to start a snowblower first snow or a lawnmower first time in the spring we're going to use it, and you're sitting there yanking on that freaking cord, giving yourself a freaking heart attack. That's the best part. Starting sequence. Pull back on this bail. Engages the lights, as you can see. Then you hit the quick start button. Boom. Now this is normal, high, and then it does have an eco mode or low. It just turns down the RPMs of the auger, and that's it. High, eco. Then you just let go when it stops. The lights have a 10 to 20 second delay, and these headlights illuminate the driveway perfectly. It shoots out a wide, far beam, and it's slightly canted down. Best headlights of a snowblower I've seen yet. Show you that starting sequence one more time, guys. Pull back on the bail, light turns on, and you just, that's it. Shuts off. There's no ramp down. It's a pretty quick brake. It's coming. 1,000 to 2 seconds, auger stops. That's pretty good safety feature. You don't have to worry about the kids. And the best part about this thing, guys, it's so light. It's super easy to push, guys. It goes through snow like a champ. Everything I've thrown at this snowblower, it's done. I've not bogged it down once. Even when I hit the curb, it didn't stop it. It scared the crap out of me when I hit the curb, but it didn't stop it. So of course, when it snowed, the first snow I had to work, so I couldn't get out and snowplow until that evening. So the snow was kind of wet and it was starting to compact. It wasn't super light and fluffy. That's the first couple of clips, guys. You can spot the driveway right at 5 inches, guys. And this is kind of the thick, wet snow. It's not the light, fluffy stuff. This is a standard 2-car wide driveway. This is in regular mode, not eco. No problem. 5 inches, wet snow, piece of cake. That was full speed. Let's try a little bit faster. clips, guys. Now we'll segue into the next clip. It was right on 32 degrees here, not quite freezing. It snowed, it was like slush, and then it rained. So that's why it's really heavy, wet snow. You'll see me going down the driveway a couple times doing that and going over the plowing from the snow plow. And it did it all, no problem. Actually, most of the footage is me doing it on eco mode. And then I realized, oh crap, I'm on eco mode, and I turn it on high, and I got the job done, no problem. Let's go to those clips. Look at that. Stick the berm out, no problem. You hear that slush? That's what I'm talking about. This stuff is just slushy, nasty, wet. I'm actually getting soaking wet recording this. Alright guys, here we go. Toro, Force Flex 60 volt, battery operated mower. Straight through it, no problem at all. Wet. Hear all that slush? Alright, you want to see how far this thing will shoot some slush? So I just want to reiterate that it's raining right now, and this is the wettest, heaviest snow possible. The trash can goes to the curb. They got pushed by the snow plow. No problem. Watch this. One-handed, watch. Easy. First question is, Al, can it clean up the stuff that the snowplow shovels into your driveway? Check it out. All right, guys, so this is what the plow plowed in today. It's kind of frozen. It's like slush with crunchy on top. Now, as for the battery life, I used it for over half hour straight, and I never got the battery to drop below 2 bars. Honestly, I did the vacant house next to my father-in-law. It's a standard 2-car garage driveway in the suburbs, so it's I don't even know, what, 40 feet by 60 feet, something like that, maybe 80 feet. Cleared that in a couple minutes, no problem. Then I went over and cleared my father-in-law's driveway, and I was down 2 bars. Now every time I go out and do my small driveway in front of my house here, because I'm on a corner, a bar or 2 goes down. I've never drained it down. So I don't have an accurate runtime of the battery drainage because I don't have a big enough lot to drain it. And the snow here, it freaking rains, or it snows an inch, then it rained all day. So it's not adequate snow weather. It's like, I hate filming these things because Mother Nature never cooperates with you. I'm sitting there trying to film it and it's raining and my camera's getting wet. So I really like you guys. And the best part about it is you don't have to sit there and wear out your shoulder with no freaking pull cord. You don't have to worry about mixing fuel or cleaning out the carburetor. None of that garbage. It's just boop, on, done. No maintenance required.